Hi guys, it's Nikki. I wanted to start off by saying that I miss you guys so much. I wish that Studio 31 could be open right now. I wish that we could all be together, but I'm glad that we are all safe and we're all healthy and we're all happy. And I just want to say that I'm so glad that you guys have just held strong and just, walked with us through this journey that we're all kind of going through together. And I wanted to give you a little bit of a tutorial on what we're going to be doing since we don't really know when we'll be able to get back into the salon yet. So we're going to be touching up our roots that are obviously super grown out. You can see mine here. Yeah, doesn't look very good. We're going to kind of be doing, I have my side shaved, but we're going to kind of be doing this whole top section and making sure that we get everything around our face too. Because obviously we probably have a lot of grays coming in. We have a lot of hair that's a lot lighter than what we had as of a darker color everywhere. Or if you have red hair and your hair is brown, whatever the situation is, we are going to kind of get that figured out. So if this is something that you decide to do, Gwen is going to have everything ready for you. We're going to have gloves in your kit. We're going to have your color pre-mixed with a color and a brush. And once you get those kits, you're going to make sure you want to go home and kind of get started. Since they will be pre-mixed, you only have a certain amount of time to be able to get it on your head and get it processed and get that whole thing taken care of. So first things first, I want you to notice I'm wearing a button-up shirt. And that is because once the color is all done processing, you will want to take this off and hop in the shower. Color can burn your eyes. It can be sensitive on your face, all that kind of stuff. So when you do get in the shower, make sure that you tip your head way back, like way back. And even have your gloves in hand too, so that you can really get in there and not get anything on your nails or fingers or anything. So just kind of get way back in there and get it all rinsed out, shampooed. Next, you'll just want to make sure that you have a towel that it's just a scummy towel. Want to wrap it around. Don't mind my clip, it's a little bow. I can't find a clip right now. All right. And so you kind of want to just go off of a natural part to start with. Get your gloves on. And I'm so happy that you guys have decided to do this. That means that we won't have to be doing any crazy color corrections from box color or any of that. All right, so first things first, you'll have your color all mixed up. Get some on your brush, not a ton. Just, we'll start off with a little bit. And take the pointy part of your brush. Don't stab down at your head because you obviously don't want to hurt your scalp. Just kind of go gently. Find your part. And wherever you see your line, see, obviously my line is from here to here. So I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to brush it on and go all the way to the part where my hair has been grown out. Another thing I want to point out is, yes, I do not have gray hair. If you do have gray hair, you want to make sure that you take small sections and you really want to make sure it's fully saturated. So see how I painted it on both sides? Then you take a small section and pull that over, and you'll see, since it's saturated, that it went through that section so that when you do paint it back over here, that it is fully saturated. And we're going to repeat that. And again, you can see that it's saturated all the way through. All right, so we're gonna go back to where we started. You see where we kind of started. It's already saturated through everything. Gonna get those hairs. All right. Then we're gonna go back through this way. And we're making sure, if you guys have ever had an express retouch, this is kind of the gist of what you had been getting done. It could be a little bit more than what your express would have been. Oops, sorry, we have stink bug and it just kind of flew into the camera shot. I apologize. Get that little hair. You just want to make sure you're continuing to get it fully saturated. Make sure you get all your long hairs. Right on this front part, since we just passed it, kind of make sure you tap right there. A lot of you guys with your gray hair, that's a very resistant area. This is fun. I feel like I'm actually talking to you guys. Making sure it's continued to be super saturated. Be careful. I know it's going to be impossible since this is not your guys' profession. But be careful not to overlap where your regrowth is and your existing color. I know it's going to be hard. We're not expecting perfection. We're just really wanting to make sure that you guys are getting everything you need, as well as professional color on your head and not getting that box color on there, because we do not want to compromise your hair in this horrible situation that we are going through. All right, so like I said, I know my sides are shaved, but I'm still going to show you around the face. So I'm going to kind of get up close. You just want to make sure that you're getting it on there. In this part, I know a lot of you also have problems with being resistant right in here. Kind of want to take your brush and go up a little bit. Make sure you get all those hairs. If your color gets on your face, just take a warm towel and kind of wipe it off once your color is processing. It'll be easier to get off while it's still a lighter color versus when it's fully developed and processed. Same over here. We're just gonna put all that on. This is gonna help if you've been pulling it up in a ponytail and all that kind of stuff. Hide all those grays. All right, so this next part will be, oh, I look lovely, will be optional if you would like to do this. Totally. If you do not feel comfortable, just ask somebody to help you or don't even worry about it. But I am going to take this section, I'm gonna make a part right through here. It's right at the top of my head, and kind of pull these hairs forward. And I am going to just put a hair tie on them because I do not have my clip right at this second, and kind of have it so it's out of the way. All right. And then I am going to take this section right in the back in the crown, because I know that's another spot that you guys kind of just hate seeing gray. And I'm going to take this section, gonna kind of hold it up so it's a little bit easier to see, and just paint that on. This is gonna be the most difficult part if it's something that you wanna do. But if you kind of tip your head forward, you can see it pretty well. It's gonna be a little bit harder just if you have highlights or anything like that. You don't really wanna touch your highlights that you previously had. They could potentially get darker, but I know you guys would do great. I have full faith in you. And then again, you're gonna just kind of pull that up and then pull this forward. And then you can still see if you're leaned forward enough, even if you can have a camera like I do, just lean your head forward, and if you lean it forward, you can kind of tell, and you'll be able to feel where it's going to. And just go back as far as you can. If you can't, it's no big deal. As long as you get that front line done, that is the most noticeable area, that will be perfect. And I know all of you ladies and gentlemen, if there's any of our guys that needed their hair colored too, it'll make you feel like $1,000,000 being able to not have gray roots. Okay, so if you wanted to take, if you had a little bit of color left over, you can also kind of take a section back further this way. I know my sides are shaved, so it's kind of hard to tell, but just kind of take it back a little bit further. Take a section just like you were going this way, and just take a section going down and go forward, and then you can get those hairs too. All right, so now we're gonna let it sit. Gwen will have all of your instructions ready for you. How long it needs to process, how long your color will be good for once it's already pre-mixed. You want to make sure that once you get it, that you get it on your head and you get it done. And if you have any questions, do not hesitate to call any of us. We will gladly answer them for you. And we miss you and we love you and we can't wait to see you and we can't wait to hear all the new things that have been going on that since you've been having to stay at home. And like I said, we miss you and we hope to see you very soon. And I hope everybody's well. Love you. Bye.